guys, I am back with a reading wrap up. I'm going to do all the books that I read in August. I read a total of 14 books, and I'm going to do a little different this time. I'm going to start from my least favorite to my ultimate favorite of this month. So let's get started. My least favorite book of the month was Hope Falls Homecoming. I rated it 2 stars. It was all right. It was a little boring to me, and then at the end, I felt a little rushed. So would I recommend? No, not really. All right, so number 13 for the month was What Once Was Ours. I rated this 3 stars. The whole gist of it was really cute with the camp counselors reunion, second chance romance, but I didn't really love like the miscommunication. But it was cute, so I gave it 3 stars, so it's a maybe for me. And for number 12 this month, it was Broken Play. I really enjoyed it. It was a good sports romance. I gave it 3 stars. I loved Jackson. I couldn't stand Madison. She really pissed me off in this book. But would I recommend? I would, because it was a good sports romance. So yeah, I would recommend. And number 11 is Never the Roses. I rated this 3.5 stars. This is a cozy romantasy, and in my romantasies, I like a little more action. So if you like cozy, then yes, I would recommend, but if you want more action and suspense, then I would not recommend this. Also, I didn't really like the ending. And number 10 this month was Never Ever After. I also rated 3.5 stars. It's a Cinderella retelling with some Chinese folklore in there, and the beginning was really good for me, and then it just kind of fell flat. Then there was some things that happened in it too that I felt like needed more of a reaction. And it happened, and it was just like, oh, it happened. So I didn't really like that. But we'll see if I continue with the series. Would I recommend? It's maybe. And number 9 for me this month was One Shot. This was an arc read. It's a hockey romance. It's former teammates, sister, friends to lovers, slow burn. It was a good hockey romance. So if you like sports or hockey romances, then yes, I would recommend. And number 8 this month was Devoted, another arc read. I really like this. This is a dark mafia romance. It has kidnapping, touch her and die. So if that's your vibe, then yes, I would recommend. It is number 3 in the series. I didn't realize that until I started reading it. But it is a standalone, so you don't have to read the other 2. But now that I did read this one, I do want to go back and read the first 2 because it was so good. So I really enjoyed it. So I would recommend if you like dark mafia romances. All right, number 7 and number 6 go to the Ever King and the Ever Queen. I gave the Ever King 4.5 stars and the Ever Queen 4 stars. I loved both of these books. It was very good. It's a pirate fae, earth fae fantasy. It's got kidnapping and touch her and die, and it's got Eric Bloodsinger, who is amazing, and everything that he says is yes. So it's very, very good. I highly recommend. It was a good time. All right, now to my top 5. My top 5 were all 5 stars, and it was really hard to choose which ones I liked the best. But ultimately, I had to give number 5 to The Only One Left. I loved this. The amount of twists and turns that are in this book is absolutely insane. If you like a psychological thriller, I highly, highly recommend. This is one of my favorite psychological thrillers. But like I said, just the amount of twists, I can't even count. It was just twist after twist after twist and twist in twists. Like it was so good though. So yes, I highly, highly recommend this. And number 4 goes to Archer's Voice. I absolutely loved this love story. It was amazing. It had me feel all the feels. The butterflies, I was sad, I was heartbroken, laughing. It was so good. I highly, highly recommend this. 5 stars. So good. And number 3 was Wild Reverence. I read this as an ARC, and I was so happy to get picked to read this because I love Rebecca Ross. I loved the Divine Rivals duology, and it's set in the same world, with the gods and goddesses and humans, and it was so good, beautifully written as always with Rebecca Ross. Highly, highly recommend. It was amazing. Now, picking between my number two and number one spot was the hardest, because I love both of these books so much. Um, but I just, number two is Dance of Lies. This book is so good. Like, I don't know why it's not being talked about more because it is amazing. It's beautifully written. The story and the angst and the banter and just the female main character is amazing too. She is in prison for 2 years and has chronic pain, and she's pulled out and told that she'll get her freedom if she dances and becomes a spy. So she has to do all that, and it's just, how far will she go for her freedom? And it's so, so good, and I highly, highly recommend this. And I cannot wait for book two because the ending of this, are you kidding me? Yeah. All right, and number one spot had to go to A Forbidden Alchemy. I had the best time reading this book. It was so good. The action, the plot, the whole magic system was so good and unique. I really I hadn't read anything like this ever. And I guess it's compared to like Peaky Blinders. I've never watched the show, but now I feel like I want to, because if it's like this, then yes. Patrick Coulson, the man that you are. Yes. Highly, highly recommend. I also feel like I saw this a little bit on TikTok, but I feel like I'm not seeing this enough. This deserves more hype because this was such a good time and a good book. So yeah, that's the end of my August reading wrap up. It was a really good reading month. I'm looking forward to the spooky season coming and reading some dark romances and dark academia. So if there's any recommendations that you have, please send them my way. And also let me know if you read any of the books that I read this month and if you enjoyed them as much as I did. See you soon. Bye.